Hi, my name is Kelly Bird. I am a sophomore here at IU East. I am a business student and I'm concentrating in accounting. I chose accounting as my concentration because I am very mathematically minded and I find the concepts within it to be interesting and structured. I chose IU East as my college of choice because I actually live about 25 minutes south of campus. I live in a small town called Liberty, Indiana, so it's really easy for me to commute back and forth, and it's much cheaper than going to another university. The three adjectives that I would use to describe myself are careful, optimistic, and I'm a perfectionist. I'm careful because I think about things and plan things out before I partake in them. I spend a lot of time doing my work, so to make sure that I am learning and being as thorough as possible. I think that this can help me in speech class because I will mostly be pretty well prepared for that to give the speeches. I am an optimistic person because I always search for the light at the end of the tunnel. So during bad days or bad seasons, I just always remember that tomorrow will be better. Just push through a couple more weeks and it'll get better. And I always keep that in my mind to get through things. I am also a perfectionist, and meaning that I do everything carefully, but I also stress about very minuscule things. I'm very thorough with my work in school and outside school, meaning that I probably recorded this video 26 times by now, so it's really hard for me to be satisfied with my work. This in speech class might hinder me because it causes me to get super nervous and I end up being very disappointed at myself. But it can also be good for me because I am generally very well prepared for speeches. My favorite television show right now is Game of Thrones because it has an intricate plot with characters that must face moral dilemmas. And the world really isn't black and white, so it becomes very unpredictable. I like this because it adds a lot of meaning and complexity while maintaining interest. And there's also dragons, and dragons are very cool. An interesting fact about myself is that I have 14 cats, and I have different voices and nicknames for all of them. Finally, my biggest self-esteem issue is making myself look stupid in front of a large amount of people. My perfectionist tendencies cause me to freeze up whenever I make a mistake, and I end up losing my place within a speech. It also causes me to be unable to think on the spot, meaning my mind tends to blank during the speech, and I tend to combat that by writing out the speech beforehand, word for word, and memorizing it, which really isn't a good practice for speeches because it makes the audience lose interest. I think that through practicing without scripting completely and using outlines instead of reciting it word for word can help me overcome this fear. I am glad to meet all of you, and I look forward to reading your speeches throughout the semester.